Two of the NFL's final unbeaten's putting their records on the line against each other as we're underway. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10.
Here we go. 118. What's up?
It's the first carry for the rookie out of NC State. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. First down of the game for James Cook. Stopped after a gain of 2. That's going to bring up 3rd down. Offensive line fast. Stroud now on 3rd. Complete beyond the marker. A lot of space ahead. Down the left sideline he goes. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. The Saints take a 6-0 lead right away. They're on the road, but so favored coming into this one. And they quickly made a mockery of that home field advantage, Brock, with an opening drive TD.
Just kind of playing like a team, right? That just knows it. They believe in themselves. They've got that athletic arrogance and confidence coming into this building. They can't wait to take the home crowd right out of it.
Is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone, so no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Saints calling for a timeout, so they're first. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. To throw now with Sanders. It isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the drive begins with a rough first step there. That's going to bring up 2nd down.
We spend so much time talking about an offense and how they script their first 15 plays typically. But how about that defensive coordinator, that head coach? Heck, every player on that sidelines, you couldn't script it any better. Well, other than maybe taking the ball away, creating a negative play, creating a sack, creating offense now behind the chains. That's exactly how you're looking to start.
Out of the gun, here's Sanders. He's on the quick hitter. And a nice gain here, but it's stopped short of the first. I'm not going to call this a must-score drive here in this first quarter, Brock, but when your opponents start the game with 6, it feels like you need some sort of answer.
You need a response, right? You need a response. You don't need all these home runs or big highlights. You just need to keep matriculating that ball down the field.
Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. They'll throw, 3rd and long. He's got it over the middle. And that is a great stop to deny him the marker. It's going to be 4th down.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
The Falcons getting ready for the punt. And he'll punt it away to end a disappointing opening drive. Only needed once last week in the win, and he matches that total here.
The Saints take over 1st and 10.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. From his end zone, it's Stroud. Batted away at the line, incomplete. He didn't put it high enough to get it over that line. 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Throwing again here from the end zone. For big yards on the right side. And he's going to have this up just a little bit shy of the 20. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains. No doubt they'll take a repeat of how this game began, Brock, and that play has them on their way towards it.
Scripting for success. They'll keep pressing the advantage, too, until some resistance has got to finally appear.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Straight ahead, here's Cook. Pushing it up past the 30. And he's going to be brought down here at the 42. We get 22 out of that play. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans. Offense in the hurry up here.
Gain of 22 yards. 1st down, New Orleans.
Going to the ground again on 1st. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Kobe Dean in on the tackle. He goes to the hurry up here.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Another one for Cook. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. Working quickly here.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
Again, it's Cook. And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to. Because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, really break the backs of a defense.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Trying it left side with Cook. And he got what he could there. Call it about 4 yards on 1st down.
Really good patience right there. It's hard to do for runners in this league because these holes close up so fast. But he was patient, he was explosive, and got a nice little gain on the ground.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. Well, a lot of effort there, partner, but no results. He fought through that one stop, but only managed to get back to the line of scrimmage. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
Brings up 3rd down and 5.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Working quickly here.
That's good for the Saints.
First down, and they go right back to it. And this give's not as fruitful. They're on him quicker this time. He's not going to get back to the line of scrimmage.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Leads to third down and 1.
Back-to-back carries here. He's fighting all he can, but won't get that final yard. They're going to have fourth down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
That field goal unit is still on the sidelines. They are going for this. Before they snap it on 4th and inches, they call timeout. And after burning a couple early, they're down to 1 to work with now. Now we'll have a field goal try coming up for the Saints. Ball on the left hash for this 41-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that one was hit great. It sails on through without incident.
2 drives, and both of them ending in points. You don't even mind you only got a field goal there, Kate. They got to be ecstatic, exactly the way they wanted to start this one.
Okay, well, that one's over the 20, the landing zone, and almost everything else we got here today. So that football coming out to our 35-yard line.
How many heads I gotta take to level my aesthetics? Hurry up and get your muscle up. We up the plyometric. Ran up by the luxuriness up the highest metric. The city just made it sweet. You could diabetic. They mouth you full of deceit. Let these cowards
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders. Throw right side, caught by Goddard. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
There's no question, Kate, that the big plays down the seam or big tight ends a fan favorite, but it's those type of catches right there. The short yardage, it gets good coverage, contested catches that really make tight ends a locker room favorite.
Escapes the pocket. Oh, he was on the move, but so was the defense, and they take him down. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
It's now 3rd down.
So that's 1 quarter gone in a battle of NFC South rivals. It's the Saints setting the pace so far. We'll make our return to Mercedes-Benz Stadium after this. Back for our 2nd quarter. It's Falcons football. They'll need something big here to start out. It's 3rd and long. 3rd and long for him here. Short pass brought in. And that will not be enough for a 1st down.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
He's got it at the 24. And he's brought down before the return gets far.
Saints take over 1st and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
New set of downs for him from the 31. Now a give to Cook, running left. And he gets up for a gain of about 4.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. To the air, Stroud. Catch made the right side by Nakua. And he's going to be driven out by a defender just before he can get it up to midfield. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
Ball just a yard shy of midfield. 1st and 10. He gets crushed behind the line, and the ball comes out. And he mitigates the damage by falling on it, but still a loss on that play. Offense at the line, but they won't snap it. We've got a timeout. And we'll... See how this plays out the rest of this half with none remaining. After a fortuitous recovery, this will be 2nd down. Cook trying this one up the gut. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
I think one thing you learn, Kate, when you transition from college to the NFL, not every run is going to be a big play. Some of them, well, they're just destined to end in a minimal gain, and some of them will set up that critical play action for later.
Here's Cook. They're holding strong here. The defense gets him at the line. That's going to bring up 4th down.
Fair or unfair, I sit in a little bit of a judgment seat next to you up here, Kate. I got to judge that one. That tells me that coach trusts his defense more than he does his offense in that situation.
So from a mile away, they'll send out the field goal unit to take a shot at this one. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And they come away with some points on that series.
You know he was lobbying for his chance to try that kick, and look at what he was able to do. That is a new record. The longest kick ever made on an NFL field, and it really took perfection, Kate, across the board. The snap, the hold. He hit that ball perfectly to break the record.
The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Here's Sanders. Brought in right side. And he's going to bring it up to the 40-yard line before he stopped.
I'm not going to lie. I know they got a completion, and completions, you never turn them down. But to make that throw for those yards into double coverage, that is way too much risk for that reward.
Now they're going to throw out of the gun. Looking to his running back, incomplete. That play's going to bring up 3rd down.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
So after that prior incompletion, it's 3rd down. Sanders setting to pass. And he's going to be touchdown as he gets him enough to pick up the 1st down. Double coverage, deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, Well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
To the air on first down. Sanders escaped, and they get to him as he was trying to make something happen. It's 3 sacks for the game so far. Brings up second down.
Well into this first half, still struggling to find any rhythm, and that's what sacks do. That is why these defenders get paid big money when they get those sacks in the stat column, because as you're seeing today, it totally disrupts the rhythm, the continuity in any success for an offense.
To throw. Here's Sanders. Flush down out to his left. That one's caught along the left sideline. And he's going to be persuaded out of bounds right at that 40-yard line. An excellent gain. 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks. Sanders going to throw here on first. He just got rid of it, Brock, but he was still in that tackle box. This is going to draw the flag. No one in the area. He was still in the pocket. Seems like a pretty cut and dry intentional grounding to me.
Seems like you want to be an official someday, Kate.
Maybe.
Yeah, because you nailed that one.
Some yardage lost and first down lost too with that grounding flag. This is second and long. Here's Sanders now. Bails out of the pocket quick. Complete out to the right side. And he's brought down at the line.
That's one of the dangers, Kate, when you're a quarterback and you string a play out like that. Defenders are so fast flow that it puts so many guys in the neighborhood of your targets that even if you complete the pass, good chance it's not going anywhere.
Not an enviable spot as they come up, third and long. Here he goes, third and long. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass. Looking for his wide receiver there. And that brings up fourth and long. Punting unit out now. And he'll try to hit this one well. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. And a nice return out of him. They have it a little further up past their own 30.
At their own 32-yard line.
First and 10 from the 32. From the gun, Stroud. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. He's taken down as he takes this to the 38. That one goes for 31 yards and a first down when all is said and done. New set of downs for him. They'll start at the 38.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
This is Cook on the handoff. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play. Offense up to the line fast.
No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now run by Cook. This one's going to move him all the way down to the 25-yard line. 12 yards on that play, and a good call nets him the first. Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from Mercedes-Benz Stadium in just a moment. And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another first and 10. Handoff headed right. It's Cook. That's some decent running there. Gets him 4. It's going to be second down.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. It doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage, B, it sets up your play action, and C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's second and 6. Give him 8 yards on the play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
I think with that call, they were trying to set him up with a short third down run, but he said, nope, not on my watch. I'll just go get it all right here. Now, playbook's wide open for 1st and 10.
All set now, 1st and 10. Running for the first time with Joe Mixon. And he's brought down after a great gain. That's going to set up 1st and goal.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
Breaking the huddle. Here's 1st and goal. And instead of pushing for the line, look at that. He's pushed backwards to the 5. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A loss of 3 brings up 2nd and goal.
Going right side, Mixon with it. And they're going to keep him out once again. That sends him backwards, brings up 3rd and goal.
Behind the line of scrimmage. The play lost a yard.
And he spiked it just in time. So now we'd expect to see their kicker trot out for a try just before we reach halftime. Only 2 seconds left in the half, so on comes the field goal unit. This only a chip shot from the right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. So we're through 2 quarters now. Still a half of football to be played. We'll be back with more of the NFL on EA Sports. On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
Y'all gotta pump my taste. Y'all can't talk about basic. We might as well.
Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. They're going to run it here. It's Bijan Robinson. And he can only manage 1 yard. The defenders were at the ready to bring him down.
That's the kind of yardage that's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now, 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. To the air, Sanders. Complete out to the right. You won't find much there as it reaches the 41. Stopped on that play by Danny Stutzman.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
3rd and short here. Sanders forced out to his right. He's going for himself. And he's all the way across midfield, down inside that 45-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
And what did you think was going on there, Brock? He just spiked it on 1st down. Second and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Sanders back to throw. Complete. It's Bijan Robinson. And he runs this to the 25 before being brought down. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
And the Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Sanders. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And their 4th sack of the game right there brings up 2nd down.
This overwhelming pressure pressure and these sacks after sacks after sacks. It's built this lead, and you know it's the way they want to finish it.
Following the sack needs some positive yards here. It is 2nd down and 18. Again, he's under pressure, and he goes down. And these guys need to find a way to hold up better for their QB. This offense now facing 3rd down.
Just an incredible effort out of him today. And the type of performance, frankly, that elevates the energy level of all 10 guys around him. What a game he's got going.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they get this down to the 28.
Awareness. You've got to be aware. Play caller, quarterback, receiver have to be aware of where the sticks are. That route just not enough, not deep enough to extend the drive and move the chains.
Koo able to put it through. And that opening drive does something they couldn't do in the first half, partner. Gets them on the scoreboard.
I would imagine, Kate, that they hope that's the spark that starts a second half inferno of a comeback. Could scarcely afford to come away empty-handed with points on that opening drive, and they didn't.
Koo all lined up and ready to boot this one away. And he wasn't chancing a return there, putting it out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Saints enjoying some good field position to start this drive off. 1st and 10 coming up. Here's the one back on the handoff. This drive is going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
You know, Kate, that might be a little bit of a disappointing run to him. He wanted more. They always do. That's exactly what they were after offensively to get this drive moving.
So gain of 5 on that 1st down. Let's see if they can repeat that performance now here on 2nd. Straight ahead, here's Cook. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy in midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48. 7 yards on that pickup. And that's good for a new set of downs for New Orleans.
Ooh, I like that call. I really like it with those sticks. You can keep them on the sidelines, and you get more than enough to get the 1st down.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to have this down to the 42-yard line. They come through with a nice gain there. Gain of 10, 1st down.
What a great sign to start the second half for this offense, because with a lead, well, the ground game becomes your best friend, the centerpiece for this offense, trying to chew up that clock.
Another one for Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a 1st down.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Staying between the tackles with Mixon. Makes the tackle. And finally, they're able to bring him to the ground. Offense to the line fast.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
1st and 10 are on to Mixon. And they make the tackle at the 28-yard line. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8.
It's 2nd and 8.
They'll try the right side with Cook. Now that's not what the offense style does. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. Man, some of these middle backers are so impressive these days, Brock. No problems at all for him to range downhill and cut that play down behind the line.
Kind of the calling card of the position played today. They're not as big as they once were, but boy, can they run. As you said, whether it's downhill or sideline to sideline like that.
Again, it's Cook. They stop him after a gain of about 3. Leaves him looking at 4th down. A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. Ball on the right hash, the distance 43 yards. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And that'll give them a 16-point advantage.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
And he got all in that one out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out 1st and 10. Shotgun snap, they'll throw. Hits his running back. It's a small gain up to the 38. Making the stop that time, Kool-Aid McKinstry.
I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. And one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. They'll throw, 3rd and long. Hits him on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds at his own 45. That play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
Can't connect on the throw to his running back. That's an incomplete pass. Takes him to 2nd down.
Yikes, as that pass falls to the ground, you kind of just sense their desperation, just kind of oozing out of them. Running out of time to start connecting on more of these and really break open the scoring in a way they just have not been able to do so far.
And there's a man there. It's intercepted. There he goes on the right side. Into the end zone he goes. Pick 6 and a New Orleans touchdown. That pick 6 ought to spell the end to any potential comeback we might have seen out of him, Brock. This deficit might be just too much to come back from.
Yeah, if there was any hope left, they sure could have used some points. And they're going to have to get points now in a hurry. And that's for an offense who just threw the interception. And they might back out there. You better flush it fast.
That one right down the middle. And the Saints stretch the lead to 23. A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Did not make an effort to even hit the landing zone, Brock. So they're going to gift him a drive starting at the 35. Good starting spot here for the Falcons, Brock. This is 1st and 10. Back to work they go after the interception. And the first play of the series is going to be an incomplete pass intended for his running back there. And that brings up 2nd down. Throwing again here, Sanders. Hits him on the in route. All right, short on marker for the moment, but they've got 3rd and short coming up from their own 44. Offense headed to the line, just need to punch it forward a yard to reset the downs. Completed out to the left on that quick throw. And he's going to go down right along the midfield stripe. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Falcon football, but this late, that lead might be too much for them to overcome. So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Sanders going to look to throw. And he'll try to set up the screen. Here's Robinson. And they get him right at the line of scrimmage.
He specializes in salvaging broken plays out of the backfield, but even he couldn't get anything out of that one, Kate. That defense, they were all over it.
He's going to throw it again. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive jar it loose, incomplete. Looking for Deshaun Robinson that time out of the backfield. So they're left facing third and long. Third and long, they're going to throw. Completed over the middle. Good job defensively here to contain the pass. This is going to be fourth down.
How many times, Kate, do we see those routes, those horizontal east-to-west routes, just get that first down on these critical third down situations? It takes tremendous eyes, tremendous speed, and a tremendous want-to by the defense to stop that short.
Now, can't blame them looking at that scoreboard, right? Might as well go for this on fourth down. Desperation time here. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
They'll begin with a run by Mixon. Dropped by the first guy he met. No gain on that first down run. With each carry he gets, Brock, I'm starting to wonder, is this going to be the last touch that he gets in this game? Because it hasn't been a great performance for him.
You know, individually, collectively, and you can look up front, right? They've just not been winning the battle enough push, enough drive to get this running game going.
And he's going to get this one into enemy territory to the 47. Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's good for a Saints first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Blown back in the backfield, and he gets the handoff. Not the way to begin a new set of downs, Brock, as they drop it behind the line. Back to the line they come, second down.
Second and 12 at the 49-yard line.
Again to Mixon up the middle. Good defensive effort here, drives them back across midfield onto their own side. Got to figure out this third down here. Third and long for him here. Has him on the quick hitter. He's still going at the 30. Space, left sideline, and he's off to the races. There it is, touchdown New Orleans. The Saints keep adding to that fourth-quarter lead. It's a Puka Nacua touchdown. So no mistaking that play call, Brock. They send everybody on deep goes, and it winds up paying off. What a play.
And you'd think on the other side, defensively, they'd be ready for this. But this is truly a breakdown in the secondary. They're just not able to make a play on the ball in the air. And the end result, as you said, a big play and a touchdown.
On is the Saints kickoff team to tee it up and send it away. And he just sends this out and over the end zone. So no threat of a return. They're going to spot the ball up at the 35 to begin this drive. The Falcons in good field position here as they start out first and 10. Working out of the gun, Sanders finds his back. It's Robinson. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
Some certainly do it better than others, Kate, but every running back in the league today has got to do just that. You cannot be a one-dimensional back in the league anymore. You can't. You got to be able to handle your business, both toting the ball as a runner, and really importantly as a check-down outlet on short throws.
No place to go, so he just threw it away.
Kate, I got to believe he harkened back to that earlier pick and thought the better of making another. Getting outside the pocket, he was either going to try to run for it, had nowhere to go, so he simply threw it away.
Sanders now on third down. Diving forward, and he makes the catch. A nice gain of 13 yards as it brings up a first down. That's the 2-minute warning here from Atlanta. Falcons hoping to do some window dressing in the time remaining. Ball just a yard shy of midfield. First and 10. From the gun, it's Robinson. And he gets across midfield and into Saints territory. 3 yards on the first down play, and that brings up 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. Another carry for Robinson. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that is good enough for an Atlanta first down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. That sprung him to get to the second level and beyond.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. Sign quarterback run here. A win on the road for the Saints. Man, they were facing a top-5 defense this week, Brock, but they made them look anything but. What a great performance to get this win.
Yeah, you could come in, Kate, with this awe and mystique of, gosh, we're facing one of the best defenses in the league, but as soon as you get those first points, you realize, you know what? They're mortal just like the rest of us, and they took the fight right to them.
That does it for another broadcast of the NFL on EA Sports. With my partner in the booth, Brock Hewitt, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Saints as we say goodbye from Atlanta.